Definitely saw an improvement from the game yesterday. Not yesterday, the first game. I think we got better, but there's a lot of areas we need to work on. But I think there was some positive things out of today. So her injured shoulder, I think it's her right one, was hit, but like it wasn't her shoulder at all. She kind of landed on her elbow, but she hit her head. That was a concern. So right now, this early, for concussion protocol, whenever you hit your head, we didn't want to chance it. But I think she's doing fine. She just saw the doctor, so she'll be okay in a couple days.
In games like the one that was just played, obviously the result is not close. What do you preach to your team, and how do you guys try and get better in games like this?
I think that you get better just from experience, putting the uniform on, like going through plays and pressure situations that you can't simulate in practice. And you also get better at looking at combinations and getting people, in uncomfortable situations to see how we react. And so some lineups were not good, but some were really good. So I think that you just worry about focusing on things you've worked in practice on. So we worked on our defense a lot. It was better today. And we worked on our rotations. Offensively, we worked on sharing the ball a lot better. So I think those things carried over. So games like these, that's what you want to work on. I thought the second half, like defensively, we weren't good. Because I felt like, we gave up 12 points in the first half and then like 33 in the second half. So those things and giving uncontested threes continuously, those are those discipline things, and you know who the shooters are that we didn't do well. But we have a long way to go, but there were some positive things today. I think a lot more than the first game.
The team shot 68% in the third quarter. How are you guys able to stay so consistent despite playing a whole first half?
I think that we made more shots. When I saw our three-point percentage, I think we were 4 for 20 in the first game. That's not how our team would shoot. We have some really good shooters, so I don't know if we'll shoot 58% every game, but probably not. We should be in the. I think we have potential to be the low 40s from the three. I think we really do. Hopefully, we can. I think we have a lot of firepower from the perimeter. The thing I was really disappointed in, because being a really good having good shooters and then shooting 17 for 29, 59% from the free throw line is not good and not acceptable. And that's an area we haven't focused on a lot this week. So I don't see the carryover in that. We will get better at that. But I thought some really good things. I think, Jade was what was she? Jade was 4 for 5 from the three. That's good. And 8 for 11 overall. Those are some good stats. I thought Helena was phenomenal. Helena was 6 for 8 overall, then 15 points, 7 assists, 0 turnovers, 5 steals, 1 block in 27 minutes. That's a phenomenal stat line. Like, she was a big difference maker off the bench. And I thought Kaylin, she continues to show that she's a really good scorer, and she can do a lot of amazing things with the ball. I thought it was a time for us to play everybody and see. I thought Lamaya bounced back and did a really good job this game. She was all over the court defensively. Great. I thought Maya gave us some good things. I thought Paris was better last game, but she's still at 10 rebounds from the 2 position. Those are good things. So overall, I'm happy with how we played.
Helena, she seemed to have stopped shooting for a while, and is this, do you think, a renaissance?
I hope she can do that every game.
Do you think it's confidence or what?
Yeah, Helena's always capable of doing that. We always talk about that. I think I've talked about that this is now the 4th year. Helena can do this every game, and this is my expectation for her. Maybe she won't be 6 for 8 every game, but she's capable. But I'm just glad she took 8 shots. A lot of times it's hard to get her to take 8 shots. I thought she was intentional about shooting when she was open, and that's what she has to do for our team. So Helena has earned that right, and she needs to do that, and we are better when she does it. So I want her to do that. She makes good decisions. I never question the shots she takes. I think she took one bad one. She was like, my bad. But she's allowed to do that, and she's earned the right to do that. And just like Jade's a great shooter. Jade can take some contested shots because that's just what she does. And I think that we did a good job, though, of moving the ball. A lot of times we shot around 10 seconds. That's what I want. I don't want those 15, 20-second in the shot clock shots. So I thought we were more disciplined in that. But, we still have limited stuff in, and we have to get better. But we're not ready to add a lot more stuff right now.
How do you think your conditioning level was tonight?
Better than last week, for sure. And we've had a really hard week. So I thought, intentionally, I knew we'd be a little bit fatigued coming into the game, but I'm okay with that because it's exhibition, and it was my last week to really push them. Conditioning-wise and in practice and really physical stuff and a lot of defensive stuff. But I think that our conditioning level is better, but we still aren't where we need to be for the style of play that we play. But we're definitely working towards that, and we'll get there.
With the regular season right around the corner, is there a set identity that you want this team to have?
We're always going to have a defensive identity. That's who we are. We've always been that. I think that, but a defensive identity that we can also score. So I think before it's like we didn't have the personnel to score, so it's like everybody would say, oh, they have a tough time scoring. No, we weren't a scoring team. We didn't have shooters, so we were great defenders, and we looked for scoring off of defense. So now I'm hoping that we can have the balance of being solid defensively and hitting open shots and not like enabling teams or allowing teams to play sagging man on us all the time. I think with our personnel this year, you can't do it. And I think we're just better in areas that we weren't good in the last couple of years. So defensive identity first, so because we have to be physical, and that's what we're going to do. Like, you can't play here if you can't play defense. So, and some of that's like some of those passion plays, like Helena diving on the floor, that's the standard here. And so that's how we have to play. I think some people don't have the habits, especially the freshmen. They kind of just like don't run back on defense. Like we don't like turn or lunge. We like run back. So we're not there yet. Like Kaylin and Paris and Maya, they're not used to that yet, but they will. But they're just like in the high school habits of like walking back and stuff or walking to offense. Like it's a different pace. And as we play better teams, like you get exposed if you don't do those things.
How do you think that Maya did coming in so early to replace Kate?
I thought Maya did good. I thought, definitely, getting Maya healthy was a focus. I thought Maya did a phenomenal job today of like passing the ball out. So there was times she was double teamed and dribbled and kind of turned the ball over, but the other time she did a good job at getting the ball and reversing it. And she did a phenomenal job today of outletting the ball. I hadn't seen that in a while. I didn't even realize, because in practice I feel like she doesn't do that as much. She did a good job of finding someone, not passing it back to a guard, but finding someone up the court and started our break, and she was the reason why we had a lot of fast breaks. So I thought she gave really good minutes. Still have to work on the ball defense, lateral quickness, but that'll come. She's a freshman. And she's extremely fundamentally sound and has a lot of potential to be a really special player. So I'm happy with the way she played. And I let her work through some stuff today. Like, she was a little fatigued. I probably would have normally taken her out at that point so she doesn't foul or something. But I let her work through some of that. So I got to see how she reacts. Maybe there's a situation where we can't take her out. So I let her work past that fatigue, and then when she's got to go trap on the ball and stuff. So it was challenging, but I thought she did a great job.
As Marie and Paris combined for 12 offensive rebounds, how crucial is second chance opportunities down the line?
I mean, they're not extremely crucial. Most teams won't have 22 offensive rebounds. I don't really. It's not imperative for our success for us to crash the boards. I always send at least 2 people. Sometimes with an offense I'll send 3 people, but I'm more concerned with transition D than I am offensive rebounding. Because as we get to play bigger, better people, we're never going to have 22 offensive boards. We don't have the personnel. We don't have the athleticism. So I think as Mary adds and makes us a better rebounding team, for sure. She's our best rebounder by far. But I think now Maya's a really good rebounder, so they're going to – and they have the knack for the ball. I think Kate does a good job when she's low. But I'm never going to send 4 people to the boards and give up transition buckets. But now the problem is we're not getting back well. So while I'm only sending 3 people, we're like standing at half court. That's not how we're going to be. We're going to send 2 or 3 people to the boards, and then we're going to sprint back on defense and be containing a transition. That's more important to me.
Can you describe Jade's performance and how big of an acquisition she was over the offseason?
Sure. So Jade's performance really well. Jade did a good job of looking for her shots. I mean, 8 for 11 for a shooting guard is a really good stat. I mean, 8 for 11 that's what most post players are, not jump shooters. And she doesn't. I mean, she took like 1 or 2 layups, but she's taking like contested shots. So she's really efficient, like I knew she would be before we got her. I mean, 8 for 11, 4 for 5 from free throws, and then 6 for 6 from the free throw line. That's really good. I mean, those are some good stats. We got to work on her assist area, which she will, but she's receiving it. They're setting her up for good shots. I think what I love about what she's done is she's done a better job of getting to the rim. I don't think she ever, like the first few weeks, she never drove to the rim. I said, Jade, she's strong and physical. Like, she has to get layups. And you get a couple layups and you have open shots. So, I mean, I think she's playing at a great level. I think she works. She's probably I'd say Kaylin and her are the hardest workers on our team as far as putting in work outside. Everybody works hard. Like, that's the standard here. No one doesn't work hard. Everybody puts a little extra work in. They put a ton of extra work in, and it shows in their games because they're efficient, they can score, but they work on their games every single day, much more hours than everybody else, but it correlates to games, or it translates to games. So her performance is great, and I think that Jade is one of the few people that has really picked up our defensive principles, has really improved defensively in a month. And I see it because she wants to, and she's dedicated to it, and she is purposeful in doing that. And I think it's showing in the games because she's keeping her man in front of her. She's rotating better. I think she's improved a lot. So she's picking up faster than most people, but she's also experienced. So
Mary had a double-double tonight. Where would you evaluate where she is in her growth?
I think as Mary, I don't think we've seen the best yet. I thought she still missed a lot of chippies. She still will not use her left hand. It reminds me of Kate a couple of years ago. She'll go all the way to the other side to use her right. So we're going to work on that. So we're working on that, reinforcing that every day in practice because you need to be able to finish on both sides. She's a great rebounder, great nose for the ball, which is instinctual. That's not something we taught her. She just does that. She has quick hops. She does not box out, so we got to work on her boxing out more. But really good nose for the ball and finds it. And she's very strong. Like, she doesn't look like she'd be really strong, but she's very physical and very strong. Like, in the weight room, she's very strong. So she does a good job of bumping people out of position and getting the ball. I don't think we've seen her play her best. She's working around, getting in shape. She was sick a couple times, so she missed a few weeks with us. So I don't think you've seen the best as Mary yet. I think you've seen a pretty good version today, but I don't think you've seen anything compared to what you'll see. But 7 offensive rebounds is pretty good. I mean, she can rebound the ball. I think she can average a double-double.
What do you think about what Maddie gave you? I mean, she didn't play a lot of minutes and she didn't score a lot, but she had 3 assists in those.
Yeah, I thought her plus minus was 21. I thought Maddie did some good things, reversing the ball, talking to people. I think she did good things. I think a lot of things that she didn't show up on the stat sheet. I think she was helping people be in the right place. Sometimes she's playing with some younger guards, and she was telling them where to go. So I thought she was really good on the court, really vocal. She didn't even take a three-point shot, which I didn't realize it. And I'm asking her to play a lot of different positions, especially when Kate got hurt and we want to play small. And I thought she's done a really good job. And the thing is, I know what Maddie can do. I know what Shayna can do. So their minutes are a little bit less because I'm trying to work other people in where I haven't seen them in game situations in our system a lot. So she'll continue to get opportunities and play well.
Anything else for Coach? Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Yeah.
Marie, your first double-double. What was that like to finally get that?
It feels great. It feels excellent. And it feels better because I play for Aria, and I feel that's good.
In games like tonight where obviously the score is not as close as what it will be the rest of the year, how do you guys continue to play together, and what's Adia's messages in games like this?
I just feel we gotta just go like game by game. I feel like right now we just like keep working on our weakness, and I feel was just like practicing. But I feel we really do a really good job before from last game. So I think just keep building that chemistry with the team.
You were named the player of the game. How would you assess your performance tonight?
Yeah, I think it was good. I think I feel great, and I really like to play for the team. I really like pass the ball, make my team run. So that's what I do.
Mary, Adia talked about how much you guys are working on defense right now. How do you feel, coming into the system and learning the defense? How do you feel that's going for you?
I feel it's great because I think I'm a really good defense, and I shouldn't trap, and I feel I can guard anybody in the team for real. And she's trying to help me getting better on my back doors and my offensive rebound too. I'm trying to get better on everything.
Adia said this week that, you guys just worked on defense the whole time.
Yes.
And she said, don't be surprised if we're tired out there. You guys didn't look tired at all. You just ran the entire game. How did it feel out there?
I mean, I feel we're a little bit tired sometimes when you run down back all the time. But yeah, I feel we did a really like good job from last game. As I said before, I think our condition is just like getting better. I think we're not like in shape yet, but I think we will be. So I think we just like try to work in, and this kind of game just like help us.
With Kate getting injured early, I mean, how do you guys kind of deal with that when you have to go on play?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like scary because at the first time I thought it was like her shoulder again, but I hope it's like nothing bad, and I think it doesn't look bad, so I think she will be like back soon. What? Yeah, I think, but we gotta keep going. Like if one of the players doesn't like stay, we just gotta like keep going, keep pushing, and just like play as a team together.
And how did you think that, you know, Maya then had to come off the bench really early to take that spot? How do you think that she filled in today?
I think she played really good. She got into the team. She played really good defense. She helped us a lot on the rebound too. So she's a good freshman, and she helped us a lot.
What are you guys focusing on going into your next game against NA?
So as I said before, we just like trying to like build our chemistry on the court. I feel like we have like work, but I think we're really doing a really good job right now. Maybe I feel like we have to keep working on defense, our closeouts, I'll say, our help side. But I feel like we really do like much better than last game, so I think we just like keep it up.
Did you guys have fun out there today? It looked like it. I mean, you ran the
Yeah,
score
it
up.
was fun. Yeah, I think when the team plays together, I think it's always fun, you know, like passing the ball, doing the extra pass, and I feel that like always feels great.
Anything else for the players? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.